I would like to end the interview on a personal question.
Yes.
Recently, your beloved Maya passed
Yeah.
away, and can you talk a little bit about Maya and how has it affect your life and your
Well, thank you for even noticing or being aware, and it's a tough question. Maya was given 2 months to live last August, and thanks to all sorts of intervention from unusual Western or non-conventional medicines to chemotherapy, we kept her alive for another 8 months. And we had decided 2 weeks ago on a Friday that Monday would be Maya's last day with us. And we went to the vet on Monday morning. My daughter and I took Maya in with Hillary to just say goodbye to the people at the vet clinic. And but Maya was walking. She was sprite. She was positive. And the vet looked at us and said, "What are you thinking?" And I said, "Well, I think today's not the day." She said, "No, for sure it's not today." And in fact, Maya had recovered over the weekend so well from Friday that we decided to start chemotherapy. And unfortunately, we started the protocol, but separately, another problem in her spine came along, eliminating her back legs. They didn't function by Monday. And so I was already traveling. I was down in the Caribbean with all 3 of my kids when I got the call saying, it looked like Maya had several more months. It looks like it's several more hours. And so the decision was clear. It was simple to make, but it was heartbreaking to do.
Yeah, that's really tough.
I've lost a best friend. She was unusual in the animal world in that she herself was a bit of a healer. She was working with kids 3 days a week. She worked with an autistic child for 2 years. She went to old folks' homes. She worked with the developmentally handicapped. She was approved to go in the hospital, so she was up to visit people in all sorts of capacities. And there's an awful lot of people who were touched by Maya.
Yeah, I saw her a few times, and she was a really lovely dog. And I think last time I saw it, her publicly was on Breakfast TV, and it was touching.
Yeah, she came down with me every morning to set, and she would just lie in the chair and wait for me to come off. And then one day she came onto the set and started walking around. I looked at her and said, "Do you need to go out?" And she kind of looked at me, and so we went out across the street over to the courtyard, had a little pee, and came back. And they said, "Would you mind putting Maya up on the chair and we'll interview you about it?" And I said, "Well, sure, loved it."
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Brett, for doing the interview with me.
It's always a pleasure catching up with you, Kempton.